Hello everyone. So let's talk about this problem. So first of all, it says make a table that goes from -4 to 4. Then a complete graph for the following equation. So let's go ahead and make that xy table first. So here's the rule. Y equals 2x minus 4. So I know that this -4 is going to be my y-intercept, and that's going to be equal to 0. So I'm going to first put that in here. Now what I'm going to do next is I can solve this in two ways. I can solve it algebraically and look, okay, so if x is 1, what's 2 times 1? If you said 2 times 1 is 2, you're correct. And what's 2 minus 4? 2 minus 4 is a -2. And we could continue to do that. If the next one, x is 2, what's 2 times 2? Because it's 2 times x. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So once you do that, you can go through and solve all these that way. But you can also look at the fact that, well, here we know that the slope or the growth is a positive 2. So did you notice that a -4 plus 2 is a -2? A -2 plus 2 is 0. Well, what's 0 plus 2? If you said 2, and 2 plus 2 is 4. And we can go the other way. So notice we're going down by 2 if we go up here. So what's a -4 minus 2? If you said a -6, you're correct. And then we have a -8, a -10, and a -12. And we can always double check our work. What is 2 times a -4? If you said a -8, what's a -8 minus 4 more is a -12. So now let's talk about the graph. So let me pick a color. I'm going to go with purple. So the very first thing I like to graph is the -4. That's the y-intercept. So if I find that, it's right there. So I can then go one way or the other. So if I go to 1, I know 1 is going to be a -2, and I know 2 is going to be 0, and I know that 3 is going to be, what is 3 going to be? 2. Now, do you notice a pattern? Do you notice how it's going up 2 and over 1, up 2 and over 1? That's your rise going up, and then your run is 1. And I know that's correct because its slope, or its not y-intercept, its slope or its growth is going to be 2. So it's going to go up 2 and over 1. So I can continue to look at the table, or I can also start to work a little bit smarter and know that it's going to go up 2 and over 1. So once you get the hang of these problems, once you truly understand what's going on, math can actually be quite interesting. And we can take not necessarily shortcuts, but I always like to say we can work smarter and not harder. So I'm going to draw my line in there. I'm going to grab my pen again, and I want to draw those arrows. So how did you do? Did you get this? And if not, make sure you ask your teacher for help. Thanks.